Why no one woman is loyal to one man. Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from Bad Boys Secret Club.com. We back. Yes, sir. We back, baby. We back at it. P.S. And by the way, you can check me out follow me on Instagram. My ID is Sharp Game on Instagram. So you can follow me over there. And P.S. And by the way, share this video, like this video, and check out my Patreon. Bruce in the house. What up? Steven in the house. What's going down? You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend a little bit of your time with me. And I appreciate that, man, because if it wasn't for y'all, I would not be here. I wouldn't be doing these videos. I wouldn't be writing any books or writing any blogs. I wouldn't be doing anything. I remember, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Before I wrote, the first book I wrote, even before I wrote the first book that I wrote, Chicken's Guide to Having Women Beg for You, Sex, Lust, and Lies, somebody told me nobody would ever buy that shit. Somebody told me nobody would ever buy the first book that I published. And they said nobody would ever pay attention to anything I said if I started a YouTube channel. Somebody actually told me this shit. So we know all those turned out to be lies. Everything they said turned out to be a lie. My books, the second book, the shit flew off the shelf. Love Can't Wait. That shit flew off the shelf. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. But they said it couldn't be done. It ain't gonna work. Nobody's gonna listen to you. You're black. I heard it all. So yeah, man, I've heard it all, man. But hey, I got a question from somebody a couple of days ago. And there was like dude said he having a lot of problems with a woman. Woman don't support him. He's tired of going back and forth with her. I guess they argue sometimes. He said he's always there for her, but she's not really there for him. So he wanted my advice and solutions and what I thought about it, really. My girl has been living with me for a year and she makes $42 an hour. I hit the jackpot, baby. Thanks for your advice. Damn, Paul Green. God damn it, man. You see that? Paul Green, he hit the jackpot, baby. That's what I'm talking about, Paul. Shit. And I get stories like this all the time. Email. I mean, all the people come on here. I get stuff. People will say stuff like Paul did in the chat. I get emails all the time. People say, "Hey, thanks for your advice. I read your book. I recommend it to my friends. My cousin, like I guess he can say he's like my third cousin in my family. He said he's gonna recommend his book to his kids, teenagers, man. So hey, man, I'm doing something to make a difference in this world, because yeah, you got people out here like the president, you got to combat some of this chaos and this debauchery. You know what I mean? Keep marketing them books will get off. Yeah. She's here with me right now. It's me and my baby. Ah, that's cool, Paul. That's cool, man. That's cool. You know, that's cool, man. That's what I like to hear. You know. But yeah, my man was saying that he's having all these problems with his woman, and he don't feel like he's being appreciated. And situations like this, man, you got you got a problem if you don't feel like you're not being supported or appreciated in some type of way. So this is, and and according to what this guy said, it doesn't seem like his woman thinks it's a problem, or maybe she just doesn't care. Just based on the little bit of information that I know. But here's something that my man didn't say to me. So you have to understand that some of y'all ain't gonna like this. If you don't have a plan or a program for a woman, someone else will. I'm gonna say that one more time. If you don't have a plan or a program for a woman, someone else will. And that's just what that is. So you have to understand that just being a good man or just being a good woman in this society today, that probably won't work for most guys and most women. That probably won't work because we live in a transactional society, and it's just so much going on, and shit is getting more expensive, especially if you live in a big city. So we have to do more. Everybody has to do more. Either you're growing or you're dying. You can't be stagnant. You can't have the lack mentality. You can't sit around and complain. Hey, nobody cares, man. People don't care. I mean, look. Hey, man. Look, if you need somebody to talk to, if you have problems, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm telling you, if you're going to keep doing that every day or every other day, look, nobody cares. I've said this before. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you, man. Jesus Christ ain't coming down from the clouds. If you want things to change, you're gonna have to take over. You have to take control of your life, like your entire life. You have to take responsibility for your life. Was everything your fault that happened to you? Of course not. But you have to take responsibility, because no one else is going to take responsibility for your life, and no one is going to live your life for you. And you're in charge. So when you wake up in the morning and look in that mirror, you're the boss. So, you have to understand that. See, if your woman has to go to, a lot of women probably won't like this, but this man talk here. If your woman has to get up and go to the job 5-6 days a week, yeah, do you know what these women go through when they work these jobs? Do any guy listen to me right now and really know what women go through when they go to these jobs? Man, they get harassed. I mean, they go through all kinds of craziness to work these jobs. So whenever your woman go to work these jobs, I'm talking the average woman here. I'm not saying every job is like this. The average woman that work these jobs, they catch hell working these jobs. So if she got to go there 5, 6, 7 days a week and come home to you, it's like two different worlds here. You got to go to work, put on a good face, and she got to come home to you. And by the time she come home to you, she's all drained mentally in most cases. Because when you go to work and put on a good face, that takes a lot of energy out of you. That takes a lot of energy out of anybody, man or woman. But, it's like a split personality. It's like living a double life. So, that's a different program in itself. So, if you want your woman to be loyal to you, you're going to have to set things up where she won't have to go to that job as much. Or maybe she quit the job one day. I'm just saying, you have to set things up where she don't have to work that hard. And she'll if your woman spends more time around you, what is any woman? Could be more than one woman, whatever. If the woman spends most of her time around you, the flock, the nest, that's what she's going to be loyal to in most cases. Now, if she spends most of her time at the job, she's going to be loyal to the job and the boss. I'm talking this average women now. I'm not talking about the cream of the crop women here. I'm not talking about a damn unicorn. I'm not talking about, I don't know, whatever woman that you think highly of in your town, in your city, and your family. I'm talking the average woman here. I'm not talking about, I'm not talking the elite women. No. I'm talking the average young women that maybe she went to college, got out of college, started working a job. You met her when you was like 28, 32. These are the women I'm talking about. I'm not talking about women that's 40, 50. No, I ain't talking about them type women. I'm not talking about women that are unicorns, women that are spiritual, women that are, maybe they're the neo soul types. I ain't talking about these type women. Average thinking women. That's what I'm talking about. The more she goes to that job, working her ass off, that's where her loyalty is going to be. Because that's where most of her time is being spent. But you want to reverse that. You want to set things up for you to win. That's what this is about. Winning. That's what this is about. You have to set your life, you have to get your life in order in such a way where it's like, it's set up for you to win. See, a lot of guys, just a lot of people in general, I think, they assume that it is set up for them to win. But it's set up for you to fail. It was set up for you to fail when you was born, when you came out of your mother's womb. It was set up for you to fail from day one, week one. But you didn't know that, just like I didn't know that. Till you got older, and then I'm like, hey, something's going on out here, man. Something ain't right. It's like, hey, it don't take a genius to figure. I don't know what's going on, but I know something ain't right. So women are loyal to the nest, the flock. They're not loyal to just one man. Women are loyal to the family, the nest, the flock. Some guys might not like that, but That's the truth. It's a combination of things. Now, is there an exception to the rule? Of course, there's an exception to the rule. There's always an exception to the rule. But for the most part, what I just break down to you, that's usually what it is in most cases. So, hey, give me a thumbs up. Like this video, share this video. Let me see. She's here right now. If she support him, she have her own ideas. Yeah, that's a good point. If she's supporting him, she have her own ideas. Well, sometimes. Bruce Lee said it's best be like water and flow. Yeah, that's a good point. It's all conditional. Well, most of the time it's conditional. Most of the time. I say a good 90% of the time it's conditional. Stay around like-minded people. I think that's kind of overrated at this point. The ante. I think staying around like-minded people. I think it's that's kind of. I think I would say stay around forward-thinking people. That's more like it. I feel like she has to have the drive for you. Yeah, I agree with that. You're a genius. I realized I was set up in my 30s. Yeah, shut up again. This is Miss Paul Green. Yep, my man took care of me, and I'm going to take care of him. Loyal to my man's game plan to the end. That's what I'm talking about. Take care of your man. Take care of your man. It's hard out in these streets. Hey, you don't want to be like these women out here. Take care of your man. Hey, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Take care of your man. It's hard out in these streets. These women are struggling out here. Hey, man, I see women struggling all the time. They be crying. Oh, it's too late now. You done messed up. Yeah. Yeah, man. A lot of these women, man. I be like, what? It's hard on these streets, man. Shoot. I'm telling you, man. Hey, if you got a good thing, man, hey, just work on it, you know. You're gonna have ups and downs. Relationships is like a roller coaster. It go up and down. You know, that's just what it is. There's no perfect relationship. There's no perfect friendship. Nothing's perfect, man. You just have to be committed. That's all. See, most people, they don't commit to anything. They don't commit to themselves. So if they don't commit to themselves, you know they ain't gonna commit to you. This is why you meet people. They start, quit, start, quit, start, quit. They start, quit everything. I'm like, you gonna finish something? Damn. You know, I'm like, you gotta finish something. I mean, they go to school, quit. They start a new job, quit that job, get another job. You know, they quit that job, get another job. They'll start a side hustle. They'll start it, quit. I'm like, yo, you have a pattern going here. You know, you don't finish anything. They'll start a painting, quit. They'll start writing a book, quit. They'll start what? They'll say, hey, I'm gonna design. What I heard lately, I heard somebody say something like, I'm gonna design what he said. Design a pair of jeans. That's what it was. He quit. So you have a lot of people out here that they don't commit to anything. And then the excuse they always give is I ain't got time. Or I don't have all the answers. What? You're not gonna have all the answers in the beginning on anything. You just have to get started. You know? Hey, what's up, Ryan? Ryan in the house. G Star in the house. From my experience, women tend not to want to part with money. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because a lot of women they don't want to struggle. Yeah, that the fear of struggle. Yeah, that's there's some truth to that, G Star. Yeah. A lot of guys is like that too. Cause they don't want to they've been together so long and they done bought all this shit together, bunch of junk in most cases. And what happens is they don't want to start all over again. And plus, there's some guy people don't want to go to court, and no guy want to go to court. I tell you that much. A lot of these women probably say, "Hey, we can go to court, get an attorney." Oh no! So some guys be like, "Hell with that, cheaper to keep her." That type of deal. No guy wants to go to court. I don't give a damn who he is. The court system, man, ain't for us. I don't care if you got a ticket, traffic ticket. The court house ain't for us. Shit. Most people think male people don't finish because they want someone else to finish them. Yeah, most people were looking for somebody else to pick up the tab. No doubt about it. So you gotta become known as a doer. A doer. That's where you want to become known. A problem solver and a doer. If you become a problem solver and a doer, that's when you know you're going in the right direction. And prosperity will find you. The universe tests you to see if you are serious by putting hurdles in your path to see if you are real. Yeah, that's true, man. You're going to be tested at some point in time. It's not supposed to be, everything is not supposed to be easy. That's another thing. A lot of people out here think like, I'm supposed to be happy all the time. What? Who the hell is happy all the time? What kind of nonsense is this? What kind of nonsense is this? Who told you that? They're supposed to be happy all the time, 24/7. Anybody that thinks that is crazy. You live in a dream world. I'm not happy all the time. And I'm one of the most positive thinking person that you probably ever going to meet. But I ain't happy all the time. I'm not happy when I get up in the morning. Sometimes I'm happy to be alive, and of course, but sometimes I don't feel good in the morning. I'm not happy when I got to get in the car and drive down the street or drive 6 hours away or get on a airplane. I'm not happy doing that. I'm happy when I get to my destination, but happiness all the time? Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. You're not going to be happy, and nobody can make you happy anyway. People can add on to your happiness. But if you're not at your best, I don't know. It just ain't going to work out. Happiness is an inside job. And happiness should be your duty, by the way. Success should be your duty and happiness should be your duty. And success and happiness coincide with each other. It's like, but you're not going to be like smiling, happy-go-lucky 24/7. That's just crazy. There's a lot of people out here that think like this. They think that the other person is supposed to be like entertainment to them 24/7. What? There's people that think like this. I'm telling you. kind of like your friend. It's people that think like this, man. You know, it's like you'd be surprised, man. People think that if some women that I know personally, if they go without being happy for a long period of time, a couple weeks, they're ready to move on to the next person. Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm not happy anymore." I'm like, "What? Who said you're supposed to be happy today?" It's crazy, man. Oh yeah, I forgot. Go subscribe to my other channel, the Day Job Bailout Plan. I keep forgetting about that. You know, there's some people that think like this. They think like, "Hey, man, I'm not happy. I'm not happy anymore." I'm like, "What?" Then they be like, "You suck. You go from hero to zero." You be like, "What?" Damn, it was all good just a week ago. That's what Jay-Z said. I hit the like button to share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, you know. And check out check out my Patreon too. And check out my brand new website. badboysecretsclub.com. What up, Blackheart? Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, if you don't have a plan or program for women, someone else will. At some point, see, you have to understand the world that we live in is a mind game. People are trying to hijack your mind. And that's what happens with a lot of these women. They mind get hijacked. You hear a lot of these women talking on the news or in social media, Facebook, any of these sites. You might hear them, they be talking crazy. And that's because they've been hijacked. You know? I mean, and even lately I had a lot of women leave comments on some of my videos, and there's always a few women that leave comments, but there's been some new women that's been leaving comments lately. And some of the stuff they've been saying, I'm like, this one woman, black woman, says she ain't attracted to black males at all. I'm like, what? So I'm like, wait a minute. How you're not attracted to the person that you came out of? That's just kind of weird to me, man. I mean, if you're gonna date who you want to date, knock yourself out. But how can you say you're not attracted to the person that you came out of? That's kind of crazy. So I asked her, I said, that's the same. I left a comment and I said exactly what I just said. And she said, oh, I had a lot of bad experiences in the past with black men, this and that. It's the same old bullshit, you know. That's just that's a cheap way out, a cop out, basically. And she responded back, and I said, "Oh, okay. I had bad experiences too, but that didn't make me say, hey, I'm gonna I'm gonna go on the other side because the grass is greener." And that ain't the case. And see that dating out is not an alternative. if you haven't dealt with the problem or dealt with your own issues, it's not going to get better. Sure, it might be cool in the beginning, but eventually it's going to fall apart. And see, if you got issues that you haven't dealt with, stuff that happened in your past, and if you never dealt with it, you're gonna have to keep starting all over again because it just doesn't work like that. You have to deal with your own issues. You have to get your own life in order. You have to become the best person that you can in order to attract the best person that's good for you at that very moment, wherever you may be in society. But if you're not at your best self at the time when you meet this woman, it ain't going to work out. It's not going to last. Eventually, it's going to fall apart. Because this is what most people do. If they have some type of issues, they usually put their best foot forward first. And then, they got to keep the lie going as long as possible. Keep up the facade. And then after a couple months, couple weeks, they get exposed and game over. But you have to keep starting all over again. And these same people think that it's the other person. It's always the other person's fault. They'll say, "Oh, the quality of guys is not up to par here." I'm like, look, it's 4 million people in this city, and you can't find one guy. And then I'll be like, yo, it's 8 billion people in the world, and you can't find one guy. If something's wrong. The numbers is just ain't adding up here. It would seem like if the numbers is bigger, you have more option. But it seems like it doesn't matter how many guys in the city or in the town. Some people still can't catch nothing. You still can't keep nobody around. It don't matter if it's like this dude that I talked to him like 2-3 times. I don't know him that well, but there's a group that he's involved with that they meet up. I don't know, probably I think they meet up like twice a month. Twice a month, consistently. And he's been going to this group for over a year now. And he still ain't met nobody yet. So he got groups of people that show up twice a month, same place, same time. I said, you still ain't catch no woman yet? After a year and you still going? Let me tell you something. Then he went on and said, yo, it ain't that type of group. It ain't that type of crowd. I don't care what type of crowd it is. If you can't catch a woman, man or woman, after a year, that group ain't for you. It don't take no year to hit it off with a man or a woman in a group setting. That group probably ain't for you. That's what I told him. Of course, he disagreed with that. He's the type to disagree with everything. He's like, I agree with half of this, half of that. I'm like, look, bro, let's do the math here. You got probably 35 people that show up twice a month, and you've been going there for a year, and it's mostly the same people that show up. Might be a little different people from every now and then, and they see your face, and you see their face every month, twice a month, for a year, and you talk to them. Well, hopefully you talk to them. and you ain't hit it off with nobody yet, forget about it. You better find another group. Come on, man. And I asked him, I said, you don't think anything wrong with that? You got that much patience after a year? Hell no. You're better off going solo. Forget that group. I don't got that much patience. Hell no. Not like, look, I can go down to the bar right now and I can meet a woman. This ain't that complicated, bro. Really. You know, some people just have bad social skills. You know, so you got to work on that. Most people date outside their race due to the abuse or neglect from the parent of the opposite sex, depending on how much abuse or neglect. Yeah, that's true, but you can't let that hold you back. At some point in time, you got to break through that shit. You got to face your problems. You got to deal with it. I mean, this shit didn't happen to me when I was young, but it wasn't my fault. Shit, I was a kid. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna let that shit hold me back. That ain't gonna dictate my future. I'm gonna rise above that shit. Yeah. Yeah, some people, well, not some people, a lot of people have bad social skills today. They be on the internet too much, on the cell phone. Some people don't like to pick up the phone, don't like to meet in person. They just like to send email and text. That's crazy. So if you're the type of person that, if you're a bad communicator and you're trying to send text and email to somebody, that shit ain't gonna work that well. Yeah, but you're only as good as the technology is only good as the user. That's what that is, though. The technology is only a tool, but if the user sucks, it's all for nothing. Yeah, hit the like button. Share this video. I mean, you have to utilize the technology in the best way possible. You don't ain't got to be a master at using it, but damn, if you can't get your point across, it's all for nothing. You're better off just picking up the telephone or meeting in person. You're better off taking your shot that way. Really? But a lot of people, they'll give it a try anyway and bomb. I mean, look at some of the stuff guys be saying on Instagram. I'm like, whoa, what, what's that? What's that, buddy? What's that? What's that? And oh yeah, I almost forgot. P.S. And by the way, shout out to everybody that got the gear off my website. T-shirts, cups, mugs. What else they've been getting off there lately? T-shirts, mugs, cups. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, shout out to everybody that's been buying stuff off my website too. Almost forgot about that. You know, people seem to like the Sweet Mac shirt. I'm Morpheus from the Matrix. That's funny. I agree. Go be the old school. I mean, the old school way works. It's always going to work. It ain't going nowhere. Well, I take that back. I don't think it's going to go anywhere uh, in my lifetime. You know, but I don't. You know, I don't know what the future holds. You know, so yeah, follow me on Instagram. I just dropped the link. You know, yeah. You know, the Matrix. I gotta see. I haven't seen the Matrix in a long time. There's a lot you can learn from the Matrix, because you know we're in the Matrix. Y'all. There's a lot you can learn from Mr. Smith. Yeah, you can learn a lot from the Matrix, man. Anybody can be an agent. There's a lot you can. Every time I watch that movie, I learn something new. It's kind of like reading a book. If you keep reading a book that you like, every time you read the book, you learn something new. Evil boy genius in the house. What's going on, man? It's been a long time. Yeah, so you can learn a lot from that movie. You can learn a lot from watching the Matrix, man. This is bad being in the Matrix. Just ask the Cucks. The Cucks at Union Square in New York City 2 weeks ago. Well, okay. Yeah, but you know, you gotta outsmart these people out here, man. You gotta outthink them. What'd you miss? You gotta look at the replay, player. I was trying to make a point that we are brainwashed. Yeah, where people are brainwashed. You gotta challenge everything if you want to be great. And see, a lot of people are not willing to challenge everything, challenge their beliefs. They don't want to challenge their beliefs because they're gonna have to challenge what their parents and their grandparents told them. You got to challenge. If you want to be great, you got to challenge everything. Because either what you believe is either is serving you or is holding you back. You know, but a lot of people aren't willing to. They don't want to go there because you know they'd be like, "Oh, I'm disrespecting my parents, man. I'm disrespecting my grandpa, man." No, look, everything's not supposed to work for you that worked for your grandparents and your mom or your dad. That's just what it is. You're not disrespecting them, but you know, that's just you know, some people just look at it that way. You know, I did a video about that early today. I'm gonna upload it tomorrow. You know, talking about this guy sent me an email basically talking about some of the advice that his parents and grandparents gave to him. And it's watered down, not very much information and very little game. You know, they don't want to talk about it. So yeah, I'm gonna upload that video tomorrow. So stay tuned. So hey guys, you know what I'm saying? That's all I got, man. If you like this video, share it. Give me a thumbs up. Check out my Patreon. You know, badboysecretsclub.com. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.